Hi guys, thank you so much for being here, and I really do hope you're doing well. Bit of an interesting question I've got for you guys today. What is prepping? Now, I'm not stupid. Of course, I know what prepping is, dictionary definition. What I want to know is what is prepping for you and where you are in the world. So, towards the end of the video, I'm going to ask you to leave a comment and help me out, give me some more information. In that comment, make sure you do leave where you are in the world and what you're doing as far as prepping is concerned. But there are things that I do already. I carry everyday carry items to make sure that I'm always able to use my skill set that I've developed by enjoying the wild, so that if something bad did happen, I would be fairly comfortable being dropped anywhere with the everyday carry items that I have. I think I'd be comfortable without any items, sourcing the materials in nature. I don't think I'd be very comfortable. I think I'd be okay doing that. It would be a struggle, but I'd be able to do it. With the everyday carry items, I'd be able to be dropped pretty much anywhere and be able to be comfortable in that situation. But that's the level of prepping that I've got. That's as much prepping as I do. A friend of mine, John, a couple of years ago, he had a great question. He said to me, if something really bad happened, and you were working away, I travel for my work as a professional performer and presenter, so I could be travelling anywhere in the UK. What about if something bad happened? Where would you meet your wife? Where would she be at work? Would she be at home? Would she be out at the shops? Would you be able to meet in a central location? What about if something bad happened at your home? So you assume to yourself, home is the base. Do you have anything in plan for if home is not viable? What about if something terrible happened and you were being sought after for some reason and people know to come to your home? Where would you meet up? Do you have that plan in place? I didn't have any plan in place. We haven't worked out a definite plan yet. I think I possibly should work out a plan. I can hear a siren in the background. I hope they're not coming for me. I don't have my plan in place. I don't know. I don't know if I need that plan in place. Do I need that plan in place? You tell me, guys. Do I need to have that kind of emergency? Something really bad's happened. SHFT. Try and keep it clean. Or is it no SHTF? There we go. Get my acronym the wrong way around. If that happens, do I need an emergency? Do I need a location plan that I can meet someone at that isn't my home, that isn't this potentially fixed abode that I am known to be staying at? I'm not going out there bank robbing or anything. Don't need to worry about that. But say if something happened and I needed to be away from there, I don't have that in place. Do I need to have that in place? Is that a scenario likely? I think that's the question that I'm trying to get at here. Is the scenario likely to happen that people are prepping for? I've spoken to some preppers, and they're prepping because localized disasters can happen. For example, floods in the north of England earlier on in this year. People ran out of water. If you'd prepped and stocked up on water, you would have all the water you need. You wouldn't need to be worrying, and at the same time, you would have relieved a lot of pressure in the local area, because you'll have got water at a time when bottled water at a time when it was easy to get. There wasn't any demand for it. Now there's this massive demand for it because a situation has happened. There is no water. People are trying to scramble to get any bottled water, and it's not around. So by getting your water earlier, you're taking your demand out of that massive demand hotspot. So you're kind of helping in that way. And I really understand prepping from that sort of localized perspective. But what about all the preppers? I know other preppers that they are literally, I've seen videos, they are preparing for the end of the world. Like literally, Armageddon's coming. Don't like to use Armageddon. I'm not a religious person. I'm an atheist. But you know what I mean when I say Armageddon. I mean it in the non-biblical sense, where literally bad stuff's going to happen. It's going to be World War III. It's going to be not quite the zombie apocalypse. I always want to say the zombie apocalypse. It's going to be some kind of viral disease spreading across the world because we're pumping everything full of what do you call them? Antibiotics. So everyone's got antibiotics in them, and it's weakening the immune systems, and we're going to have a pandemic of epic proportions. It's those type of people. They have such faith that that's going to happen, but I mean, forgive me if I'm wrong, but it seems that those type of people, it affects their life to the point that they kind of seclude themselves from society, and they're just waiting for this ticking time bomb to happen. And it kind of reminds me of that when preppers are that extreme. I'm not talking about all preppers. I like preppers. I've got friends that are preppers. I want to understand more about prepping, and I feel that I personally feel that I need to prep a bit more, and that's why I need you guys to help me. But those kind of extreme preppers that think the world is about to end in 3 days' time, they remind me of the old naysayers. You know, the end is nigh, holding up the signs, and you know, it's coming Thursday, and Thursday comes, and we're all still alive. That type of thing. So yeah, tell me, what do I need to do? What is essential prepping? Bug out bag, right? Of course I know about bug out bags. I kept one for a while, and then kept dipping into it until it just became an odds and ends bag with some stuff in there that I don't always use, and I don't think that's particularly safe to have as a grab bag to get out there in an emergency. But I do know that if I grabbed my proper rucksack, if I grab that, that'll pretty much have everything in there. So in an emergency, I can just grab that and go. But I don't have that in my car. Should I have a grab bag in my car for when I'm travelling away? What kind of things do I need? I need your tips, guys. I want you to place your tips, your strategies. So it's not just tips on gear and placing gear places. I do want to know what you do with that. What do you do with food? Do you store food? Do you have an external location for food? Do you bury food in a forest somewhere in a sunken sort of mini chest? Ammo metal container type thing. Do you have things that you can do with the people that you love? You know, do you have meeting points? Do you have a set plan of action if stuff starts to go wrong? Let me know. I want to hear all of your comments, suggestions, questions even. In that comment section down there, just drop a comment and I will respond, because I'm really eager to find out a bit more about the prepping scene and potentially get involved, but not in the doomsday naysayer kind of way. Until the next video, guys, take care. Bye-bye now.